You walk, that's really what I'm trying to teach y'all. Y'all niggas and bitches will never learn. If you never have discipline, nigga, you never earn. Stay the fuck away from people who look for the blunt to burn. And know that family and friends always gon' fake like they concerned. And y'all don't know what I've been through. Y'all can't tell me what I can and can't do. I walk through the fire with them Jordan 4s. Still in the game and they still rooting for the boy. Grown man boss, real nigga shit. Whoa. These niggas fake, man, ain't none really rich. Money, no money, and we don't know y'all. We been really in the trenches, we got niggas on the yard. 23 and 1 and never see the sun. They been in so long, they never seen they sons. And it's the type of shit that we go through. Living on faith, man, and trying to be hopeful. A lot of dreams buried in the cemetery. The game they playing out here, y'all know it's very scary. I keep my heart cold like October to February. I'm trying to hit on every number like I'm Jerry. Go large or go home. I'm in the zone like I'm 2-3. And I'm playing with an attitude. Timberwolves, KG. I talk slick, nigga know that I'm nasty. And when it's wartime, know that we ain't trying to be classy.
Right now, the DJ Epps and Friends Show. Weeknights at 10 p.m. with live turntable mixes and interviews. It's time to turn up your smart device and crank it loud.
Hey, yo, check this out. This your boy Diddy. As we proceed to give you what you need, we are the world famous, the supreme, grand imperial. Hey, yo, Epps, let these motherfuckers know.
Father God, we first want to take this time to say thank you. Thank you for life. Thank you for love. Thank you for those who are tuned in to this live at this moment. We pray, Lord, that whoever is tuned in right now, that you bless them. Allow them to have an enjoyable time. Allow them to be able to come on here and not worry about problems and not worry about what is going on, but we know that you are taking care of it. At this moment, at this time, allow people to feel loved, to feel peace, and to smile and enjoy. For you said, do not be weary of doing good. So I pray that everybody sows good and reaps good, encouraging one another and looking out for one another. In your holy name we pray. Amen. This is DJ Epps and Friends. Let's go.
What up, everybody? It's your boy DJ Epps. We in the building live and direct for you and yours. What's poppin'? Yeah! Celebrity Tuesdays. Happy Tuesday to everybody. And welcome to the show, man. The #1 DJ show, the only DJ show on social media. Best believe it's your boy DJ Epps. And my friends, yeah, they be riding with me. Whether they're in the comment box, they're celebrities, you know what I mean? New friends. We always accept new friends. We love new friends because, you know what I mean? We build, you know what I mean? Word up. And tonight, special guest in the building, live and direct. You know what I mean? We got the funny salesman. Kenny Brooks going to be in the building tonight. So, yeah, give it about another minute. We'll bring him in, and we're going to have some fun, all right? Also, don't forget, man, I got Indie Thursdays happening. You know, we're going to have my girl Honey Stacks this Thursday. Yeah, so you may want to tune in for that one. Yeah. She going to shake it up out here, you know what I mean? All right, man. Also, don't forget tonight's show is brought to you by my family over there at that Positivity Water. Yes, I'm sipping on it right about now. But yeah, Positivity Water. You see the alkaline water? Yep. Walmart.com. Order a case right now, man. It will be in Walmart stores March 2024, so get ready. Alkaline water, Positivity Water, all right? All right, man, let's get to it, man. Funny salesman, I know he's around here somewhere. Let me get him. Derek Scott, what up, man? 2111 Radio in the building. Cocaine was good. What's good, girl? Yeah, that freestyle you sent me yesterday. Matter of fact, man, all the new music last night was just fucking crazy. Like bananas. All right? Oh, man. Yeah. Last night was a fucking... I had to go overtime. You saw me. We was what? 11:30 was out of there. Hey, man, so red. But please, you know, go ahead and share the live, all right? Funny salesman, where you at? Let's go. Yeah.
DJ Epps.
F. Fernandez is popping. Yeah, Breeze was good. Word up. Where my guy at? Where my guy at? Where he 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 at? Send me a CP promotion. What's up? Babs was good. I see you. Babs, we turned up last night, right? Yeah, it was a movie last night, right? Definitely. Definitely. Where my man Derek at, man? There we go. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, last night, New Music Mondays was crazy. Crazy. There he goes. There he goes.
Good.
What's up, my boy?
My brother, what's good? How we doing?
Oh, you know what it is, man. We here, we living. You know, we relevant.
Locked and loaded, man.
Locked and loaded.
Like let's go.
Yeah, definitely, man. How you doing, man?
Hey, man, I'm living, man, out here in Miami, man, loving the life, you know.
Did you say living in Miami?
No, I said I'm out here in Miami,
okay.
living the life.
Got you,
living the life.
Got you. Where you originally from?
I'm from my mom, but don't tell my daddy he ugly, so you know he made a lot of them. No, I'm from Detroit though. I'm from Detroit.
There's a big difference from Detroit and Miami,
yeah,
right?
Man. Detroit, man, the weather changed like Obama, man. It's so cold, your coat need a jacket. I come here, I got a suntan, man. I was Puerto Rican this morning when I got yeah.
Oh man, everybody, if you just chimed in, if you're on my Twitch, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, my guy Kenny Brooks in the building, aka Funny Salesman. Yo, Kenny, you know, we known of each other, but we finally got to meet up at a recent celebrity basketball game.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you was doing your rounds, man. You was doing your rounds. How did you enjoy that game?
Oh man, it was lit for sure. Yeah, it was lit. I liked it. It was amazing. Yeah. Anything for the culture, you know what I'm saying? Anything for, you know, that's putting on for, you know, mental health all the way to dealing with, you know, just, you know, bringing a smile to people's faces, man. And, you know, it was good for the people. So I was there, you know, I came to support, but I enjoyed it, man. That was like one of my, like Miami, one of my, like that's like my second, third home. I love, like I'm from Detroit, but California, I stayed there like 15 years. Like Miami for a minute. Like when I first came here, I linked up with Timberland. Shout out to Timberland. And then after that, I was just locked and loaded. I was like, man, I got to move out here, man. It's crazy. I love it out here. And the people is just amazing, you know? So yeah, that celebrity game was super lit though. I liked it.
I think that situation when you did that skit with Timberland, I think Tonio Skits was on that too.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. That's my guy. Would you have said like, you know, your brand had kind of take off a little bit more after that skit? Because that skit was, I don't know. That's when I first like recognized what you was doing.
You said what? Say that again.
Like that particular skit with Tonio Skits and Timberland. Did things kind of like skyrocket for you after that skit?
I'm gonna be honest. I really like. I think like the first video I did with Timberland first. That's what really like. Cause everybody started reaching out to me after that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that video, it did extremely well, but I was already like kind of trending, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
like I think like the video I just posted too, like not too long ago when I was talking about how I saved a lady life, the suicide video, that's been going crazy. So it's been like a lot of, but that's like in the top 5 videos within the last 3 months that's been going crazy. So I give it like top 5, but like the top 2 videos was like the one with Timberland and then the one suicide when I saved a lady life when I did my podcast and I was talking about that story. But them the two like that just went crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And then yo, man, I seen you with just almost everybody, man. Our boy DC Young Fly, Shannon Briggs, and so on, man. So what are you selling? Like man, you know
I'm just, I'm not a prostitute, but I'm just selling myself. You know what I mean? You know, a midget said life is short, so I just try to, you know, sell like good looks, charm, and personality. But I got a product called Pink Miracle. It's a shoe cleaner / all-purpose cleaner. So this, you know, they say
this is a real product. This is a real product.
For sure, yeah. It clean everything except bad credit. So yeah, I might be at a door near you. So stay tuned. So.
Real talk.
Right.
So what's in this product that makes the Pink Miracle?
it's a hyper wetting agent. So anything that's wettable with water, it cleans it on the surface. So it has a surfactant, a surface acting agent, and it's organic. So don't panic. So yeah, safe around kids, unlike Pee Wee Herman and R. Kelly. So yeah.
Out of all products, why this?
Because I'm gonna be honest, I was sold on it since day one. Well, I was sold like I started doing door-to-door sales when I was like 12 years old, and I was selling like a newspaper subscription. And like around 12 years old, I had really like found my niche. Like I had the gift and gab, and I was a people person. I wasn't afraid. I'm from the slums of Detroit, Michigan, and I was going to suburban area talking to the smartest people in the world. So I built confidence. I learned eye-to-eye contact, work ethics. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I started falling in love with sales, just making people laugh. You know what I'm saying? They said people buy personality before they buy merchandise. And then my mom put me out when I turned 18 or 19, when my grandmother passed away. My brother introduced me to the door-to-door traveling job. Where I met he was a black millionaire. It was like the first millionaire I met. And I'm thinking like, dang, I'm from Detroit. I only see like millionaires, whether they, you know what I'm saying, if you a drug lord or you in the NBA or, like a professional athlete or entertainer, you know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, that's when I woke up like, wow, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You can be positive, you can be an entrepreneur, you can, besides actors and entertainers, the highest paid people in the world are salespeople, you know what I mean? So that's when I started falling in love with sales and I found my niche. And then what really got me locked in with the cleaning product, because it was so easy and simple. Like, they said if you found something that you really love, you'll never have to work a day in your life. And I was already like just tuned in. They said when you're in Rome, do as the Romans. And I saw how easy it was to sell. It was like, it was easy. I went from, like I told on the Cam Newton podcast, I made $10,000 in 1 week selling the $20 bottle of cleaner. So it was a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so that's how that went.
But you as a young kid, I was gonna ask you. I was like, damn, man, what was he selling? Cookies? But you said newspaper.
Right.
Like, how do you walk around Detroit? Isn't Detroit like a
but
rough?
I wasn't in Detroit. I was working like the suburbs of Detroit.
Got you.
No, of course, if I would have been working Detroit, it would have been over with. You know what I'm saying? I would have been on first 48, the victim. You know what I'm saying? But no, we was working the suburbs. We'd go work like the outskirts of Detroit. You know what I mean? And then I did pretty good. Like at 12 years old, I remember when I first told my mom I had an after-school job, because I told the story, and it's funny because I remember like yesterday, I had like some XJ900s or some Payless shoes, you know what I'm saying? And I had some slip and slide records before Trick Daddy. I went to school, slid out of the gym into the lunchroom, you know what I'm saying? And I was humiliated, and I told myself this the brokest I'm gonna ever be. And I became a salesperson on an accident because I really had a paper route. But when I knocked on this person's door, he ended up cussing us out because he had bad service for the company. Right. And I remember, like, I had a comeback, and I've been saying this comeback for, like, the last 20, 25 years. He was like, get off my property. You call the police? And he snapped on us. I'm, like, 12 years old. So me and my coworker thought he was racist at first because he was like, I bet you he is white. He wouldn't say this to us. So my friend was ready to fight him. He was like, of course, he was already having a slow day. And then me, I'm optimistic. This is like my first day on the job. You know what I mean? So I just used my little cleverness and, my witty personality, and I was like, sir, can I ask you a question? I even raised my hand like I was in school, and I'm outside his door, you know what I'm saying? I was like, can I ask you a question? He was like, what? I was like, you got kids? He was like, yeah. I was like, let's say 2 of your kids was playing and one broke the glass. You ain't gonna spank both of them, right? He was like, no. I was like, well, don't spank us for the bad performance. I called my stupid advisor, and he started busting out laughing like that, and I ended up upgrading like Beyonce, and they made me a salesperson that day. So I went from making like $50 salary, so if I would have kept that newspaper paper route job, it was a salary job where I would have worked like 2 to 3 hours a day, and I would have worked 7 days a week, and I was only getting $50 a week. You know what I'm saying? But I got on. They made me a salesperson where I was working off a commission, and that's when I found out at 12 years old. Besides actors and entertainers, like I said, the highest paid people were salespeople, because you can go from welfare to Rockefeller, because you don't get paid. You don't get paid for hourly. You get paid for your effort. You know what I'm saying? If you don't sell nothing, you don't get nothing. So whatever you put in, that's what you get out. So at 12 years old, that taught me that I would never work for anybody. I can't do a 9 to 5. I told myself at 12 years old, I would never punch a clock unless I swung on Flavor Flav, because I started making more money than my mom at 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? My first paycheck, it was crazy. I said, dang. Yeah, it was crazy. So that's how that went.
Wow, man. Hey, if you just chimed in, man, hey, shout out to everybody on my other social media, Twitch platform. Yeah, man, it's my guy, Funny Salesman, here in the building, man. Oh, man. But you said your mom kicked you out. Did she regret that? Did she do that to make sure you get on your feet?
No,
did she welcome you back?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. That was a wake up call. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like tough love, but I thank God she did that, because like she if she wouldn't have did that, she probably would have made me a sorry hustler. You know what I'm saying? Because like I had just lost my grandmother, and I remember it like yesterday. I dropped out my senior year in high school, and my mom told me, she was like, you was like, you either gonna go back to school or you gonna get you a job. And like I said, I wasn't working a 9 to 5. I remember I worked at Burger King for like 30 minutes. But when this dude took more breaks than a Kit Kat, and I was working 8 days a week, sweating Bullfrost mixed with Liz, and we both got paid $9 an hour. That's when I told myself that, nobody can't tell me how much I'm worth. You know what I mean? So when she put me out, that's when I transitioned and got back into door-to-door sales. And then that's when I started selling the cleaning product. And I did that for like 10 years straight until I went viral. Like
my boy, your talk game is fucking incredible, dog. Like, you know what I mean? You don't miss a step. Like, is the master of art of being a salesman really difficult?
No, I tell people all the time, like, I just know it was a super gift for me. I know it was a gift because, like, certain things that I try to teach other salespeople, I just had one sales talk and I delivered it with excellence. But what I did is people fail to realize is that I put in a lot of work. I really like eat, sleep, and dream sales. You know what I'm saying? I was reading books. They said, if you want to have something from a dummy, put it in a book. I invested in myself. I was buying books. People was out buying, you know what I'm saying? I remember my mentor told me one day, he said, while people are working for a shorty, 40, and a blunt, I was out there trying to, create an honest living and make me better. You know what I'm saying? So right then and there, that taught me that, like, I'm going to just work extra hard, but not only that, I'm going to invest in myself. You know what I'm saying? Right. So my first week, I remember my first check, I spent half of my check on making me better, buying books. You know what I'm saying? My first book I bought was Think and Grow Rich. And that book, like, really changed my life. It didn't even change my life on the sales. It just changed my life on, like, thinking. You know what I'm saying? My mentality, mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because right then and there, I told myself that, like, this is the brokers I'm gonna ever be. And I remember my mentor told me a long time ago, he said, it ain't your fault if you was born poor, but if you over the age of 18 and you die poor, that's your fault because you had something to do with that. So that's what really made me start reading a lot of books and start really, like, critiquing myself, you know what I'm saying, and really putting a lot of work in sales. And that's what really made me become great and successful real early, because I was doing what an average salesperson wasn't doing, you know what I mean? So that's what really got me over the edge. I really studied my craft, you know what I mean? I perfected it, and I really didn't play with it.
If somebody wanted to be a salesman, what would be the 3-4 steps of being a salesman?
The 3 what?
The 3 to 4 steps of being a salesman.
Number one is confidence. You know what I mean? Right. You got to believe in yourself. That's number one. Because I don't care. You could sell ice cream, it ain't gonna sell. You know what I mean? That's why I tell people all the time, my favorite cliche saying is that I'm not a prostitute, but I'm gonna sell myself. Because I'm already sold on that. I love me. I enjoy what I'm doing. I got the best thing since cake and ice cream. Right. And then number 2 is what you tell yourself. It's your mental. You know what I'm saying? Because selling is 90% mental. It is 10% physical. You know what I mean? So it's your mindset, what you tell yourself. And last but not least is that you got to have a goal. Like, what's your why? If you don't have no why you doing it, you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. So you got to have a why. Because my why was that I wanted to make my grandmother proud. That was my why. I'm doing it to my grandmother. There was times I got kidnapped by Indians, to, selling Jamie Foxx, to, knocking on a racist town, and a person called me an N-word, and I thought about my grandmother. I was like, my grandmother not here, and she would never, if she saw me about to give up, she'd be like, keep going, you know what I'm saying? Because endurance when racist, you know what I'm saying? So it was times that I used to quit 3 times a day, but I used to hang in there like shingles and drywall just because of my grandmother. I have a prep talk and a one-on-one with me, and I feel like she was there every moment of the step, you know what I mean? So I feel like that if it weren't for her, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at today, you know what I mean? So.
Definitely. Yo, my guy Kenny Brooks in the building, man, aka the Funny Salesman, holding it down on the DJ Epps and Friends show. Yo, my guy. Let me tell you something, man. You moving around the streets and you knocking on doors. Have you ever feel like scared of knocking on the wrong door? And you
No,
know what
I
I
ain't
mean?
even done that. I done knocked on a whole bunch of wrong doors. You know what I'm saying? So I just counted my blessings, not my troubles. I'm telling you, I done knocked on doors where they pulled out guns. I'm from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? And growing up in Detroit, if you tougher than Viagra, you can make it through anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So my knocking on my wrong door was growing up in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So it can't get no worse than that. You feel me?
Let's go back to the kidnapping by Indians. That's how the hell does that happen? Like, come on, man. And how did they let you go?
I was working an Indian reservation. You know what I'm saying? And I was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. Like you said, knocking on the wrong door. Like so, basically, I was in California. You know, California, they like big on gangs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this dude, I thought he was Spanish. You feel me? He ended up beating me. I was like the top salesperson for this company I was working for. It was called ADP, Austin Diversified Products. When I used to knock on doors, I say, yeah, I work for ADP, all dark people, because we was predominantly black. You know what I'm saying? That was like another one of my jokes. Anyway, make a long story short. So we had this one dude, his name was Chris. Shout out to Chris too. Yeah. He was half black, half Native American. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up beating me this one day in sales, but he went and worked the Indian reservation. So it was basically like he went and sold like half his people. You know what I'm saying? Because he Native American. I'm thinking he's Spanish though, because he wasn't black. He was like super light. You know what I'm saying? He was like 2% Drake. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, make a long story short. So he ended up beating me this one day. I told him I was crushing everybody every single day. This one day he had a good day. So he started talking crazy to me. So anyway, we got paid 3 ways. We got paid by bets, bonuses, and commission. We got paid a sliding commission scale where you make 25 to 50%. It depends on your sale. So you can go from Warefare to Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? So you got to sell a whole lot to make a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? That was one way we got paid. Then we had bonuses where, like, if you had the most sales, they give you incentives. You know what I'm saying? For performance. Then you got bets where you can bet other salespeople. You know what I'm saying? So what I did is I went in the meeting and I raised my hand and I betted him. I was like, I bet this dude Chris, I'm gonna go work the same neighborhood he worked and I'm gonna double his sales. You know what I'm saying? Because I just thinking he had like one good day. You know what I'm saying? Because he never beat me. So anyway, when I made the bet, my manager dropped me off in an Indian reservation. Come to find out, it was a gang turf. It was like blacks versus Indians. You know what I'm saying? And I just came in that neighborhood like 2 days prior before it was like a murder, like a black leader gang murdered like one of the Native Americans leaders. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. I'm in a neighborhood right while this going on. So the first house I go to, dude on the side of his house washing his car. But he got like music blasting, so he had a gate. So I wiggled the gate, you feel me? Because we just can't walk in that gate. They got dogs and everything. They can shoot you. You know how it is, no trespassing, all types of stuff. So I wiggled the gate. He see me, he like, get off my porch before I blow your head off. True words. I'm like, what the hell? You gonna blow my head off? I ain't even walk in your yard yet. That's how I'm thinking. So I'm smiling, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm from Detroit. When somebody said they gonna blow your head off, it was funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, wait, I ain't even do nothing to this. We must be having a slow day. Anyway, he saw me smile. He said, oh, you think it's a game? And he went in his truck. He opened up his truck. When I seen him open his truck and he turned on the music, I took off. I just walked away from it. I started speed walking. I damn near broke my legs speed walking. I was like, oh yeah, it's not a game. You know what I'm saying? So I started walking fast. You know what I'm saying? I turned back around. He followed me with a gun. You know what I'm saying? So I jumped on the phone, called my manager. I'm like, look, I don't know where you put me at, but I guarantee Chris ain't working over here. This dude followed me with a gun. This is his exact words. And I'm going to be honest with you, I thank God for this company because I promise you, if it weren't for this company, how they built salespeople, I probably wouldn't even be sitting in this seat talking to you because I'm telling you, like this company, it was mixed with the boy cried wolf to like, you really had to fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? Dang, you was like, my mentor told me, he used to knock door to door in the 60s and 70s when it was segregation, when it was Rosa Parks and Malcolm X and all this was going on. So he ain't really care about no excuses. You know what I'm saying? It was only one way, no guts, no glory. You know what I'm saying? So that's how he had everybody military trained like that. So anyway, when I told the dude, the person was following me with a gun, he was like, ain't you from Detroit? Man, you see guns all the time, man. I ain't about to come. He's like, if he keep following you when you get off the phone, me call the police. That's how crazy. That's how they, you know what I'm saying? They ain't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm like, oh, ain't this, you know what I'm saying? So I jumped off the phone. I turned around. Dude must have thought I was with the police because when I got off the phone, he went back to his house. You know what I'm saying? So I started walking in the middle of the street because one thing about Indian reservations, I don't know if you ever been on one, but it looks just like the hood. It's like super. They got abandoned houses. You got boarded up windows. You got pit bulls, dirty diapers. It's crazy. It reminded me like I was on 7 Mile, you know what I'm saying, somewhere. So I was like, dang, it's just like Detroit, the slums, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I see all this going on, so I'm like, man, I'm in a super hood. I ain't about to get one sale, you know what I'm saying? Not only I ain't gonna get a sale, I need to save my own life, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So anyway, I'm having all these negative thoughts, you feel me? And I see a school, right? So I see some kids outside playing, and I start walking towards the school because I'm like, let me walk towards the school because if this dude come back out tripping, he ain't about to like.
And ain't gonna be pretty.
In front of no kids, you know. Now I start using like common sense street smarts. So anyway, as I'm walking towards the school, this lady come outside, you feel me? And she must have seen me real quick and hurry up and went back and closed her door. So I ran over to her house. I'm like, man, she about to save me and tell me something that's going on. This her neighbor. So I go knock on her door. So anyway, in California, you know, in Cali, they got them gates where like it's dark. You can see, like they can see you, but you can't see them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We had like them Friday at the next gate. You know what I'm saying? So I knocked on her door. She ended up opening up the gate, but I couldn't see her because, like I said, she had a dark screen. So I was like, don't shoot, just a chocolate kid. She was like, wait, is you dark chocolate or light chocolate? I'm like, what the hell is chocolate? I'm like, I'm dark chocolate. She was like, wait, so you African-American? I'm like, yes, ma'am. She's like, what are you doing in my neighborhood? She's like, I'm surprised one of my nephews ain't terrorized. I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, it's a big gang war going on. She was like, my brother just got murdered by an African-American gang a couple days ago. She was like, so his sons is not having it. She was like, you need to get out of here. This not a safe neighborhood for you to be. She was like, do you know where you at? I'm like, no, I just was working an Indian reservation because my friend worked. She was like, what are you out here doing? I was like, I thought you never asked. So I got back in the sales mode. I was like, you see this spot right here? Right after she just told me that, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, wait, you trying to sell me something? And I come to find out, she was like, wait. She was like, you trying to sell me something? I was like, yes, ma'am. She was like, what are you selling? I was like, I got a cleaner product. She was like, hold on, come in. She was like, do me a favor. She was like, I'm going to buy your product from you under one occasion. I was like, what's that? She was like, that you call somebody to come pick you up because I ain't going to let you leave my house until you make it out of my neighborhood safe. She was like, wow. I want you to come in. So anyway, she ended up buying like my last 4 bottles, you feel me? And she invited me in her house. So I called my manager back, you know what I'm saying? It's like 10 minutes that went by. And so when I told her that she bought the bottles, when I told him that she bought the bottles and she said I couldn't leave and I explained what happened, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm pulling up right now, come outside. When I tell you, I seen the van, right? I'm talking about as soon as I went outside her gate, the van was pulling up, like 5 4-wheelers just surrounded me, like cut me. Like I'm talking about as soon as I walked outside, it was like they was waiting on me. They like surrounded me. Dude jumped off the 4-wheeler with like a last of the Mohegan sword. 2-story. I swear to God, I was like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, he was like, this was the same dude that pulled a gun. I remember at the beginning of what I was telling you that I knocked on the, I was knocking on the gate. I was ringing his gate and he had to, he was washing his car. It was that same dude. He jumped off the 4-wheeler. He was like, wait, didn't I tell you to leave my neighborhood? You thought I was playing, didn't you? He was like, my brother about to pull up in a brown native pride truck. You don't get it, I'm going to blow your head. Hey, look, as soon as he said that, my manager, like, left me. Like, he just took off and left. So I started crying right then and there. I said, yep, it's over with. You know
I know you fired him, right? I know you fired him.
No, it wasn't. Now I quit. So look, this was crazy, right? So when he took off and left, a brown native pride truck pulled up like 2 seconds later, I swear to God. And he opened up the door and he had like a shotgun. He was like, get in right now. Like, I'm about to walk in the truck because I ain't had no other choice. I'm like, man, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? As I'm about to get in the truck, like an unmarked police car happened to come out of nowhere and like rescue me. So I my God. That was like God, you know what I'm saying? So this happened outside of this lady house. So I'm thinking like she done called, you know what I'm saying? She done called the police or something. Right. Come to find out the police said he ain't getting no calls. No, he said he just happened to monitor the area because it's been like a lot of gang violence and hate crime going on. So that's how that went. So I ended up quitting the job and everything. I had like, it was crazy. Like this happened at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. They didn't find these dudes till like 7 o'clock at night. I had to like do a statement. I had to, you know, point them out. I felt like 6'9" before 6'9". It was crazy. Yeah, it was like
usually that would discourage somebody, but you keep it moving.
Yeah, I had no choice, man. At the time, I had kids. They like eating. I love feeding them. So I was like, man, you know, I'd have been through worse of things. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been through nothing worse like that when it come to like door to door. But I'm talking about just growing up. I done seen the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? So it was nothing to me. You know. So
how many kids you got?
I got 10.
Stop playing, man.
On God. Swear to God.
Name them all right now.
I got Kyla, that's my oldest. I got Kenny Jr. I got Katia. I got Beautiful. I got Javon, Jeremiah, Jalea, Kennedy, Kenzie, Jenny. Jenny, that's my baby. Yep, that's the last one.
You got one called Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's different. I like that. I like that.
Her
Kenny Brooks.
Her mama saw me and was like, yeah, I ain't naming her after you, so I'm gonna name her the opposite of you.
All same from the baby,
No,
same
no,
baby
I
mama?
got 4 baby mamas and a wife.
No wonder you out there selling, man. You almost gonna sell your ass, yo. Like you
Man,
ain't lying.
Gotta make a killing without a machine gun. You already know.
Yo, Kenny Brooks in the building, aka Funny Salesman. Yo, Kenny, before you get up out of here, so you're from Detroit.
Yeah.
We all know one of the biggest rappers from Detroit, and if you don't know, Google him. All right. So I see this comment from an artist by the name of Simba, and he says he's better than Eminem. How do you feel about that comment?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I love Simba. That's my brother, man. Shout out to my boy Simba, man. That's my dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. And what I love about Simba though, and that's how I feel too. Like I feel like it's a lot of ghosts when it comes to like salespeople. You feel me? You got like the Zig Ziglars, you got the Grant Cardones, you got the Tony Robbins, you got the E.T., you got the and like I never told myself I was like the best or the greatest, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like people start saying that, they was like, oh, this is the greatest salesman, this is the funniest salesman. I never had that title. And one thing I remember what Jay-Z said, he said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And I would be talking because I'm like kind of biased because Eminem is like my top 3, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna give you my top 5 before I even answer this question.
Let's go.
But like I grew up so I'm an 80s baby. My number one favorite rapper is Biggie Smalls, you know what I'm saying?
Baby.
Yeah, like that's like one of my favorite, and that's why I was able to put words together. Because when I came up at 12 years old, what I didn't tell you is I used to listen to like Eminem, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Biggie Smalls, Tupac, and how they was like poets and how they was lyricists and how they put words all the way to Jadakiss, the Fabulous. Like anybody that put words together, I was a big fan, you know what I'm saying? Because they just was different, you know what I'm saying? So. And I like Simba way different, you know what I'm saying? But the only thing I can say is that like his catalog and his resume ain't like, you know what I'm saying? But I love the confidence, you know what I'm saying? He can probably be bigger than Eminem. He probably can be bigger because I'm gonna be honest, I'm a big fan. I told him that when I seen him. So my how I feel about him will never change. But it is what it is. We know who goats, you know what I'm saying? Like we know the goats, you feel me? Like Jay-Z said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. So, I mean, in the future, I could see him being bigger than, you know what I'm saying, what Oprah used to be when it comes to the music. But, like, as of, like right now, as we talk, like, he not, like, you know what I'm saying, he not there yet, but it's the confidence thing, you know what I'm saying? He feel like he can, like, if you was to put him on the, you know what I'm saying, because that's how I felt. You put me on any stage with any other salesperson, I'm going to be like, man, I'm better than it, you know what I'm saying? So I understand the confidence and everything. Don't yield. So I would be I couldn't even get on this live and say that I didn't feel when he said what he said. But everybody gonna have a different opinion. Like, man, come on, man, you ain't even been. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna say what they say. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I say that to say this is that like I love the confidence and that's how I am. You know what I'm saying? Like even though I probably ain't like everybody's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Right. He probably feel like because everybody gonna look at the record sales, look at this, look what Eminem did, he got diamond, you know what I'm saying? So he got to get to that part, you know what I mean? As far as like selling records and the experience and how long you've been in the game and all that. But I'm gonna be honest with you, like he one of my favorite lyricists, like right now as we speak, you know what I'm saying? I listen to Simba, he hard, you know what I'm saying?
That's what it is. Shout to Simba, and shout to the GOAT Eminem as well. Yo, Kenny, man, I ain't gonna hold you too long, man. I'm glad you came through and chill with your boy for a hot second. I'm pretty sure sooner or later you're gonna be knocking on my door trying to sell me something. So I'll be sure to tell the family to let them know that you good, let you in. You know,
right? All right, I'm gonna see you around like a donut. Then you already know.
Anything you want to promote before you get up out of here?
Man, actually, I just want to promote myself. You know what I mean? Like, just be on the lookout. Funny Salesman. I'll be at a door near you, just study, grind and study, working. That's what it's all about. Just and anybody out there listening, just believe in your dreams. I tell people all the time, just because some people don't believe in their dreams, don't let them never tell you to stop believing in yours. You know what I'm saying? I even tell my kids that I got my kids, my kids go door to door. You know what I'm saying? And I be telling them that, like,
right.
Look, whatever you want to do, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that, you know, by me going door to door at an early age, it was like I learned a lot of stuff on doors that I never even learned in school. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like experience is the best teacher. And, like it's teaching my kids, like, you learn yourself. You know what I'm saying? Some people die at the age of 18. They don't get buried till they 70 because they passed away a long time ago mentally. So I feel like that, you know, for those that's out there listening, just believe in your dreams and just don't give up, because that's what really got me to where I'm at. I never gave up. You know, I went through trials and tribulations, but I always was optimistic and I always was hopeful, and that's how I'm able to rub shoulders with all these big people and tell my story on your platform, and I appreciate you for having me. So that's
and I appreciate you for coming through, my brother, man. And you know, since day one, man, you always had that good energy. You know what I mean? So, yo, everybody follow my guy at Funny Salesman. You see it right there on the pin. And yeah, man, I'm waiting to meet up with you again, my brother. And big shout to Mike, too. Bahapante. Mike, what up, boy?
Yeah, my boy Mike, man. He always coming through.
Yo, that boy go hard for you. He be repping you, man. I see him.
Yeah, no, that's my dog, man. And he see my long lost cousin. You ain't not told y'all Puerto Rican. People don't even know that, man. We tell the world.
That's what it is, man.
Secret like Victoria. We gonna wait. Blow.
You already know. Yo, Derek, my man Kenny Brooks, man. Yo, have a good night, my brother.
All right,
and I'm gonna catch you on the rebound, all right?
Again. Appreciate you, my brother.
You already know, family. My home, your home.
All right, I salute, man.
You already know, family. Yeah, man. Celebrity Tuesdays, you already know, man. Yeah. Kenny Brooks passing through. Funny salesman, funny guy, period, man. And I love bringing those types of comedians, Instagram influencers to my show, man, because, you know, whether I'm having a good day or bad day, I love to laugh. I love to have a good time. I love to have, you know, a smile on my face. So, you know what I mean? It's all about that good energy, right? That's right. Everybody, man, I hope you had a great time tonight. Once again, thank you, Funny Salesman, for passing through. DJ Epps and Friends, Monday to Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern, the #1 DJ show on social media. Best believe it.
DJ Epps.
You understand me? So I want everybody to have a good night. You know what it is, man. I'm going to leave you with that positive energy, that positivity. Good energy, Young Wallet. Have a good night, everybody.
DJ Epps got that good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency. I'm talking high G-O-D. Yeah. Good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency. I'm talking high G-O-D.